bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way a little bit.
It's the newest stadium on the NFL landscape, and it might just be the grandest as you get a look at SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 30-yard line.
They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you ball him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A gain of 6 brings up
2nd and 9 now.
at the 30-yard.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 13.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
First down, Las Vegas.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Time to go to work. Let's go.
The kicker.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger. From the 50, here's Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers, nothing.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is a counter play. Eckler. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
10 at the 21-yard line.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
9-yard line.
They'll run here with Eckler. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knocking on the door. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. From the shotgun, here's Herbert, escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Gay knocks this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 31-yard line.
And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down to the 20-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Now it's Herbert. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. going on the ground with Eckler. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now a toss play to Eckler. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football. Just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there. Ends up getting spilled for a loss.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. One receiver left, that's Allen. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Chargers 10, Raiders 7.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down, Raiders.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And this offense going to like to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On the ground, it's Eckler. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He'll let this go deep for one. He's got it at the 15. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big pickup of 38.
First down.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball out.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have drawn even here, and they can take the lead with the extra point to come. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Raiders 14, Chargers 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Eckler. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Going deep here for Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up at the 48. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. The bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Neville Gallimore breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at the 39-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler. He's got the first down and move past midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Herbert on 1st down now. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
On the pickup.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. From 19 yards away. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Here is Eckler. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. A big play there for L.A. And even 50 yards. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Herbert now. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert sliding out of the pocket. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So he couldn't hook up. His time is now run out on this 3rd quarter play. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jacobs now. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
At the 39-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He's tackled.
Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 2 yards on that play, and the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs.
And a Raider 1st down.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Down to the 25.
Jacobs, the ball.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
The 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Flushed out right. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Crossover out of bounds right at the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And out of bounds right around the 20.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
He's back to throw. A pressure there as it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. The 40, the 30, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
The kicker.
That's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Raiders have got him. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Now the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Play action. It's Herbert. Flush to his right. This complete to Henry over the middle. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Herbert. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 6 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas